if we ask the Muslims, okay, explain to us the Mut'ah. The Mut'ah, explain to us the Mut'ah. What they will say, look, let me show you. You will die laughing. This is the Muslim explanation, not mine. Not what? Not mine. Read carefully. alislam.org. This is Islamic website, not mine. The pillars of Mut'ah. Even Mut'ah have a pillar. What Mut'ah mean? Pleasure. What pleasure? We are talking about sex. Sexual pleasure. Look how Islam and Muslim, they present for us their religion. What is Mut'ah? The answer is read carefully. In some work, a special term is applied to women who participate in Mut'ah. Mustajra, in Arabic, mustajra mean rented. Rented women. Are you, Foxy, available for rent? Foxy, are you available for rent? If you are, put your phone number. This is religion and this is morality. Rented women. And you are the one talking about sex for money exchange. And look what it says here. Mut'ah is considered as a kind of rental because general man's basic aim is the kind of this marriage. Marriage is a sexual enjoyment of the women, and in return of his enjoyment, the women receive certain amount of money or property. Do you see it? Foxy, you are a very decent woman. You are a Muslim. Do you practice renting? Do you have like an office we can contact or something? If I go right now to Indonesia, should I open a renting office for Mut'ah? Tadadun, 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 tadadun. Hello? Christian Prince, I just heard the news that he opened an office for Mut'ah. Zakir Naik, how you heard the news, man? I just opened it a second ago. First of all, those news, they spread like fire, and I love it. Actually, I'm going to be your first customer. Okay, hold on, Zakir Naik. First of all, you are in different country. Christian Prince, you can ship her for me. You can use Amazon Prime and you can ship her for me. What do you mean I can ship her for you for an Amazon? We cannot. Those are not in Amazon. This is like, you know, like in the street office. It's not like we don't have a shipping container. Christian Prince, you have to be moderate and you have to listen to some science. These days they can ship it for you. There's a company, it's called Tesla. And Tesla, they said they can send any woman for you in the missile, even to the moon. So don't give me excuse. Now give me the list and the prices. Okay, Zakir Naik. Do you want her young or old? Skinny or big and beautiful? Do you want her bald or with long hair? And for how many hours? This is religion. Christian Prince, first of all, you are stupid. This is a very decent behavior. If a Muslim is a honey, and he's going to have sex, instead of going to the mosque, they will only go to the Hey, Zakir, I did not hear the last part. First of all, I don't understand what I'm saying. Secondly, the Prophet said, so if the Prophet said, obviously it's good. Are you there, Foxy? Zakir Naik on the phone. Do you want us to give him your name? Foxy, what happened? This is your religion, the decency? You want to participate? Do you like to put your name there in the list? Read carefully. Some people saying that. In some works, special term is applied. It's a work. You see, look at this. It's a work in some work. Is this a Christian Prince website? No. Is that a Christian Prince saying it? No. It's your religion. The Prophet, he never used Mut'ah? Hold on, hold on, hold on. I will make you famous. What if I show you that your Prophet, he practiced Mut'ah? In front of everybody. Are you willing to call me Mr. Cairo? And I will show you that the Prophet, he used to do Mut'ah. And he and the Muslims, they do Mut'ah even after his death. And do you want me to show you that your Prophet is a crazy man? He allowed Mut'ah, he forbid Mut'ah, he allowed Mut'ah, he forbid Mut'ah, he allowed Mut'ah, he forbid Mut'ah. And obviously after he died, the Muslim, they practice, the Caliphate, they practice even after his death. So how it's forbidden? What do you say? If I show you the reference. And if the Mut'ah is bad and your Prophet forbid it, how he allowed it? It's Quran. How you can forbid Quran? Was Muhammad correcting Allah? And let me show you that your Prophet, he did Mut'ah. Let us go to the hadith so we can laugh. Is that your Prophet or someone else? Look at the fast translation. Where is Hajj Tamattu? Where is it? Says we practice the Mut'ah with the Prophet. There was revealed the verse of the Mut'ah in Hajj. Okay. And we practice it with the Prophet. By the way, here it doesn't even say anything about Hajj. It says قد أنزلت آية المتعة في كتاب الله ففعلناها مع رسول الله. The Mut'ah came down in the book of Allah and we practice it with the Prophet. Is that like a sex group or something? Group sex? So what do you mean he did not practice it? And even it says وَلَمْ يَنزِلْ الْقُرْآنِ, and no Quran came to forbid it. No Quran came to make it illegal. Nor did the Prophet forbid it till he died. Do you see it? He did not forbid it. So what we would know? And if it is bad, why Allah he make you do it? I mean, it's bad, right? And in different hadith says that we committed Mut'ah with Abu Bakr in the time of Abu Bakr, in the time of Umar. Let me show you the hadith. I mean, look at them. They are the one who came to us to speak about morality, and now they are trying to run away. All right, let us see. The hadith says that the one who forbid to do it is Umar, not your Prophet. And who is Umar, the Prophet? Why? Because some story they say that Umar, he have sex with his own daughter. He did Mut'ah with her. Some they say even his mother. Read carefully. It says here that from Ibn Abbas, from that a Mut'ah and the benefit of doing boom boom with the women, we came and we did it with the Prophet. And then it says, and the one who forbid it, and we did it during the lifetime of Muhammad. Do you see it? So during the lifetime of Muhammad, it wasn't forbidden. We have been doing it during the lifetime of Allah Messenger. All his life, you Muslim rent women. You go to the store, you bring a woman, you rent her for 5, 6 hours, 10 days, and Alhamdulillah. All the life of Muhammad. And then who is forbidden it? In the time of Umar, read it. And then Omar, he forbid us to do so. Is Omar your God? Any Muslim? Don't talk about morality, you don't have any. Anyone have an answer? Refute me, we'll go, no problem. Well, you want to show me a hadith that it's forbidden? So, what is this? This is Sahih Muslim. This is Sahih. What you would do? Any Muhammadan? You know, there is no way that a decent man, he will allow such a thing for a second. Let us say for the sake of argument, later he did forbid it, for the sake of argument. But how you allow sin anyway? And you say this is coming from God. Because remember, this is Quran, chapter 4, verse 24. So Allah have a chapter to allow fornication. And this fornication is not even girlfriend, boyfriend. It is prostitution. Because you are paying the women for the sex. It's not a man and women, like they like each other and they sleep with each other. Okay, boyfriend, girlfriend. No. It's a fornication for business. I say to Jabir, blah, 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 okay, about the issue of Mut'ah, blah, 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 that we did it with the Prophet, and then when the Caliphate, you know, we did the Mut'ah with the Prophet. And we did it in the time of Abu Bakr, and we did it in the time of Omar. Read carefully. تمتعنا مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Read if you know Arabic. قال عفان مع أبي بكر فلما ولي عمر رضي الله عنه خطب للناس فقال إن القرآن هو القرآن. He said to them, Quran is Quran. And there is two kinds of Mut'ah. One is for Hajj and one, the Mut'ah for women. Which is stupid to say anyway. Okay. It's Quran. What we would do now? The Caliphate, he said, the Quran is still is a Quran. Okay, the Quran says do Mut'ah. The Messenger of Allah is the Messenger of Allah. Okay, we know that. Thank you very much for telling us. And there was two Mut'ah at that time of the Messenger of Allah. One of them was the Mut'ah of Hajj, i.e. Tanfit or stupid, and the other is Mut'ah of women. In the time of the Prophet, he's saying that, which means always in the life of Muhammad, never forbidden. And remember, those are your Muslim books, Sunni books, and it says Sahih, Sahih Muslim. So what we would do? In different hadith it says that we did Mut'ah in the time of Abu Bakr, and almost half of the time of Umar was a caliphate, which means half time passed and still Umar practicing Mut'ah. Let us see if we can find the hadith. This is the same one. Anyway, we have it in Arabic if we have to. No. The question is, those who speak about morality, where was the morality of Allah when He allowed women to rent their private part? And if you later try to fix it, what kind of God He fixed His own mistake? Did Allah make a mistake by allowing the Mut'ah? It is a prostitution, officially, legally practiced, and yet you call it marriage? What kind of marriage this marriage is, and what kind of God this God is? And what kind of religion with no shame they say this is rented women? How you say that? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? I mean, how this explanation even is exist by Muslims who they give us speeches about we are women, our women are protected, and then we find that Muslim women, they are rented. We find that Muslim women, they give their nipples to strangers, men, strange man, he come to your door, he knock at the door, he says, I want to suckle you. And the Muslim scholars, they have tons of fatwa, the Prophet said so. And then they come to you and they give you speeches about morality and decency. Divorce by text messages. Why? Because the woman, she is an employee. Can the woman divorce her husband by text messages? No, she cannot. The employer, he can fire you. You cannot fire the employer. Islam is sexual religion. Even heaven, what is heaven? You talk about morality. What is morality in heaven? Even heaven is nothing but sex.